All right. Welcome to Beans, Vanilla, and Heresy. Crushing it since 2026.
Not the name of the show.
I think
Your
a
home
longer pause between
of temporary
Heresy.
sanity.
No, that's fine to put in there.
Mhm.
It's good
So-
thing I'm editing
and-
this one.
and- just because I'm sure we'll have them for our Spanish-speaking audience. Bienvenido a las frijoles, vanilla y herita. Trifondo desde 2026. Tu casa de coriando tipiara. Vaya con Dios. You're welcome for that.
The only thing I got from that is Herita really Spanish for heresy?
I assumed
Or did
that
you-
you
Herita.
looked all that up. You didn't make
Herita.
any of that up.
Did you make all that up, or did you?
No, I looked it up.
Okay, I kind of
I did my homework.
I knew when he
Yeah.
started going, I was like, he did his homework on this.
I'm sure
That's why you
I'm sure
don't.
I butchered some of it, but
Yeah.
they'll appreciate it.
And I wasn't paying attention because I was listening to Elliot laugh. But did you say crushing it in Spanish as well?
See.
What is? Say it again. How do you say crushing it in Spanish?
It probably sounds cooler in Spanish than English.
It's Terrifando.
Nope, it doesn't.
Yeah, Terrifando desde 2026.
Yes, that is the best part of it. 2026. I think we should rename our podcast to Three Old Guys Coughing.
Yeah.
That's all this is going to be.
All of us,
I was
all
start
of us have
laughing,
been
you're gonna
sick.
start
Before we
coughing.
started, I was laughing. We were talking. I was like, I'm not coughing. This is going to be great. And then 10 seconds in, and I'm already like turning away from the mic every 5 seconds.
Who's the there's a Christian comedian. He's like the only one that everybody knows. I can't think of his name right
Tim
now.
Hawkins?
Yes.
Yeah.
He does a bit about old guys laughing and it
Yes.
turning into a cough.
Yeah.
And you're not sure if they're laughing or dying.
I had one of his songs stuck in my head this week. And you know how you get when you don't do this, Ellie, because Ellie doesn't listen to music, but you know how you get when you get a song stuck in your head and the only remedy is to play it, right? Like you can have any song stuck in your head, and if you want to get it out, you got to play it. Well, I had Tim Hawkins' parody of the Candyman can, which is the government can. Have you heard that song?
No.
Yeah.
It is wonderful. It is wonderful. You need to go home and listen to it.
Okay.
And what was the line that had stuck in my head? It was something like, the government can. I can't remember. I'm gonna have to edit this out, or you guys just laugh at me. But it's basically it's a whole song about how the government is going to take care of everybody and they're going to solve everybody's problems and they're going to spend all your money to pay for all their solutions without actually doing anything good, and it's great. And so I just sang that to myself for a couple of days this week
We'll put it on the list.
of songs that you should listen to.
I was like, what list? We have a list now.
You know what? We
Well,
probably should.
We should. I sent you guys a song, a really sad song.
I listened to it.
The
too.
um,
Yeah, you guys all
Harlan
send me
Alive?
songs because like you said, I don't listen to really music. So
Yeah.
I'm never discovering new things like you guys are.
No, you're constantly discovering new things.
Well, because of you.
because we
That
send
is
them
true.
to you.
If
Yeah.
you guys didn't send me anything, I would not be discovering new things.
No.
So I thank you for that.
Well, you're welcome.
Sometimes
But maybe we
they
should
suck.
put together a YouTube playlist of songs that we mentioned, so that if someone listens to the show, they can go check it out.
Yeah.
It would be, I think, very eclectic because I do
Oh.
occasionally get songs stuck in my head, but for some reason they're always Christmas songs. It's always like I'm dreaming of a white Christmas gets stuck in my head.
Oh, man.
So you got Tim Hawkins, I'm dreaming of a white Christmas, and then this
Brad
sad,
Paisley,
yeah,
the sad song that
the real
Brad
sad
Paisley.
song.
Yeah. So you guys did listen to that song.
Yeah.
Okay.
We said we did.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
gave
didn't.
you a thumbs up or whatever.
You said you were
Acknowledge.
saving it. It was the
I did save it
okay.
to
but-
my. I have a sad music playlist.
So you got sad and you listened to it.
No. I listened to it,
And
and it was good enough to go on my sad music playlist.
I saved it.
Like, I don't
see. I
Yeah,
thought okay, your wordage made it seem like, oh, I'm gonna save this for later because I don't want to be sad right now.
See how he put the blame on me?
Yeah.
Instead of his inability to understand what I'd written.
Well, it's
Because my wordage.
It was a good song. Thank you for saying it.
That's his way of saying moving on. No, it wasn't.
Remember the Spanish speaking thing?
Hey.
How funny!
Remember how funny I was?
And we didn't make fun of anybody. Like,
Yeah.
Oh man, that's good. But we really need a bell so we know. Hey, we're done with this part. We need something.
Ding.
It's good.
Yeah, I don't know. We could probably put something on our phone and
Yeah,
have
for
it chime
future.
out.
Or have like I think an actual bell would be fun. And we just have it here in front of us and any one of us could just, we're done. Okay. So I was going to talk about one thing, but I'm not, because Valerie told me a story yesterday and I'm going to share it.
Are we, before you get going, are we doing highs and lows or is,
No, I thought we caught up.
okay.
Are we good?
Yeah.
Sure.
I mean, there
Nothing
is
big
a
happened.
list here.
Yeah.
Did you bother to read it?
I did. Why? That's why I'm going, because I'm number one.
Oh, well, you just went straight to you. It's
Anything
it's
meaningful happened
okay.
to him.
Let's talk about Adam and what.
He saw his name and was like,
Ooh,
go right there.
That is
Number one. Technically, you're number two on the list. We're not done with introductions.
So
remember, everybody's favorite topic is not you.
this is what you're supposed
me.
to say. I think that the wordage is fine. The communication abilities are not up to par.
Yeah.
That's what you should have said.
Should
Yeah, we do high stones.
Anything meaningful happened in big highs, big lows this week for anybody? Other than the storm front that went through that,
I enjoyed not leaving the house for 5 days.
Yeah. I mean, the storm front thing ended up being like a low and a high, which I think is it can be a natural thing for believers. Because when something bad happens, we don't just go, oh, this is the worst thing ever. The world is turning against me. God has turned his back on me. I'm like,
Hopefully.
yeah.
Yeah.
I was stuck in Florida.
Was that a good thing or a bad thing? Because it's like you're in Florida, but then you're stuck and you got to pay extra money and stay.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Are you going to tell them that story?
Well,
He wanted to segue into that.
I do want to tell this story. So the low is that we were supposed to fly out on Sunday, and Southwest was like, there's a huge storm coming, and they canceled everybody's flight without asking, and then rebooked me for Tuesday. So we were now stuck in a very expensive place for 2 extra days, which we were not planning on. So I go to bed. This is like Friday night. No, it's Thursday night. I go to bed and I'm a little worried about it. And I just pray, Lord, find a way to just make this not be a really big issue and that we're not just miserable stuck here while all of our family is playing in the snow and we're stuck here paying all this money. And
Okay, so hold on.
go ahead.
So you're praying, Lord, I want to play in snow. I don't want to be in sunny Florida for a few extra days without my kids, but having my wife. Okay.
Yes. I love the snow. I was bummed that we missed it. And you know why I'm bummed that we missed it? Because I'm the uncle that hooks up an old paddle boat to the back of his truck and all the nieces and nephews jump on it and I drag them around the field in the snow because I'm awesome.
That's pretty awesome.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
That's fair.
So I go to bed praying about this. And I wake up in the morning. I pray a little more and I go down front to figure out
It
what's
sounds like
going
you're
to
at
happen.
church. You went down front.
I did.
Okay.
Hunter was there.
Interesting.
He was waiting on me. So I walk up to the desk and I meet this lady named Ruth, and she has an accent. And what has happened to me, because I work with Gerardo, and I've been learning a lot of Spanish, anytime I'm with someone who has an Hispanic accent, my brain switches into bilingual mode.
Hmm.
And so she's talking to me and she has a Hispanic accent, and she asks me something, and without conscious decision, I just say, "Sí." And
Totally.
just
Yeah.
Sure.
accidental, I said "sí" to her.
Yeah.
And she kind of perks up and she says something to me in Spanish, and I say something back to her, and she is beaming. And so I tell her, "Hey, I don't think you can help me. I think I have to speak to a manager." And she was like, "Oh, is there something wrong with your room? Is something wrong with your food? Something happened?" I was like, "No, no, no. Nothing bad happened. It's nobody. Nobody's at fault. Just my family's circumstances are difficult, and I wanted to see about what you guys could do for us." And so she goes, "Okay." She goes back and gets this guy, Lamar. He comes out, and he and I start talking. We, of course, become best friends.
Of course. Does that surprise you at all?
No.
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 Yeah.
And I've heard this story, and I'm still not surprised.
And
Lamar's going to probably be on the podcast at some point. Because
yeah, we'll fly him down.
No doubt.
So I tell him our situation, and he's like, "I hear you. Let me see what I can do. I will get back to you." And later that day, he gets back to me. He ends up getting the room for us for it's like a 75% discount.
Should we be using Lamar's name? Is he going to get in trouble for this?
No,
You don't think so?
We haven't
no,
said
he
what
doesn't.
said.
And I specifically told him, I said, "Hey, do not get yourself into trouble trying to help us."
Because I'm going to put this on.
I said, if there's something you can do, that's fine. Do not.
Cody said earlier Lamar was not his real name.
Okay.
Mm. Put your eyelashes on the wing.
Yeah, they can't see you. They can't see you blink through the microphone, and so the people who are just yeah. But if they're just listening to it,
I was winking at him.
Are you?
Wink, wink.
Can you guys hear my eyelashes on the?
No, just barely.
Just barely. All right.
So he ends up getting us the room for 2 extra days at like a 75% discount, which is awesome. And then we're stuck at Disney for 2 days just sitting around.
So sad.
And so he said, "I prefer text message if you want to get in contact with me." So he told me all that through text, and so I texted him back and I said, "Hey, again, do not get yourself into trouble or do anything." I said, "But we're stuck here. Do you think Disney could comp us some tickets?" And he said, "Absolutely."
Wow.
And he gave the 4 of us free tickets for Sunday and Monday. So we got to spend the cold, miserable weather stuck in Florida. And
I think there's like the biblical principle of ask and you shall receive. It's kind of like, I would never ask and I would never get.
Yeah.
And he goes and asks and he gets.
Yeah, we were talking about that Thursday night.
Yeah.
The number of things that we miss out on just for not asking.
Yeah. He just asks.
that's a good.
Yeah.
Like when I go, I told him when I go, I had to buy a new car battery this week. There's my low. Okay.
Yeah.
$230 for a car battery.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When I first started dating myself, it was like $80.
Yeah.
And so I was bonding with the cashier over how stupid the prices were. He actually said they've come down recently by $20 somehow. And as I was ringing out, I said the thing that I usually say to the cashiers, and it's, I don't suppose because there for a long time, you go into Lowe's, every time you check out, they'd say, military attack is up, military attack is up. And every time I was like, no, I'm just a regular person. I'm just trying to make it. And so that's what I started saying to these people. And so I was checking out at O'Reilly and swiping my card. I didn't say it fast enough, but I said, "You got a discount for a regular guy just trying to make it?" And he goes, "If you hadn't rung out already." And I was like, "Oh, all right."
There was no discount.
Yeah.
There was no discount.
All right, you got to hire.
So yeah, so yours was just low. Low twice, actually.
Yeah.
Low and then lower.
Because I had to buy a battery, and because I didn't get the discount.
Yeah.
He wasn't going to give me.
Because you didn't ask.
Yeah,
I asked.
You
It
just
wasn't
didn't
the
ask
right
in time. Yeah,
Yeah.
you jumped off the cliff and then said, Lord,
Save me.
and
Whoops.
so yeah, it could have been difficult, but also the mindset, like, and our companions are younger and this is a skill you develop in life, but I was like, it's fine. It's absolutely fine.
Mhm.
Not like, stop worrying about it. Stop looking for flights. Stop. We're okay.
Yeah.
We're just here and it'll be a memory and the Lord will provide. We're good.
Yeah, I had that experience when we went to Israel because we got separated. It was on a business trip, and we got separated from the main group of people. And I was with another engineer, good friend of mine, but he was getting extremely nervous. And I was like, "Hey, man, it's cool. We'll figure it out." He's like, "We're in another country on the other side of the planet." And I was like, "I know, but we're in an airport. Worst comes to worst, we'll get some tickets and we'll go home. No one's making us stay here." And he's like, I was like, "We're adults. We can do this." And he was like, "Yeah, okay." It was great. Okay.
I don't know if I had any highs or lows. Just kind of, I worked a lot in the cold weather because my job requires that. And yeah, that's it. Nothing else really happened this week.
Yeah.
Just busy.
Perhaps
I
the
did go to
Lord,
Florida.
the Lord knew how difficult my situation was going to be, and He robbed you two of your highs and gave them to me.
It's very possible.
It's like, you know what? They're going to be fine.
I'm going to be earnestly praying that God starts taking away.
Why stop with us? Just everybody.
He's got enough to go around for.
Can you imagine how incredibly happy the world would be if the Lord started treating everybody else like He treats me?
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. So the name of our podcast is Beans, Vanilla, and Heresy. And apparently Heresy shifts from person to person.
It does. Oh yeah. We will be robbing each other of that title.
Oh my gosh.
Won't we, Vanilla?
Well, I am the palest of the three.
So since this is our first episode, do we want to explain Beans, Vanilla, and Heresy?
I don't think so. They'll figure it out.
You keep not wanting to explain things.
Yeah, because I'm a big fan. Okay, well,
No, I'm just kidding.
I'm a student of literature, and I believe that the process of discovery is a wonderful thing, and that people, because here's the trap.
Yeah.
If we explain it on this episode,
Yeah,
then every other episode following it, we're gonna have to be like, now just go back to our first episode and see what we meant by it.
No, people are going to watch this episode and never miss another episode.
There's going to be, like, I'm one of the few people that if I find a really good one, now Joe Rogan's got way too many episodes. You can't do this, but I'll go back to the beginning of someone's podcasting and just start.
Everyone's going to do with it.
Nobody does that.
Everyone's going to do that.
There's so much content. Nobody does that.
This is so good.
Nobody does that. It'll probably be on our website or something.
Okay.
Maybe. If you want to explain it, go ahead. I don't want to rob you. Okay, so I think my wife may have destroyed a marriage this week.
A marriage.
Not ours.
Not yours.
Not ours.
She hasn't done that in a while.
No, she's never done that.
And if it wasn't complete, it will be when they listen to this podcast.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Okay. So she goes to like an office and there's a receptionist there. And she goes up to the lady and she's telling me this last night. We're working out together. And she goes, "You know who Trisha Yearwood is, right?" And I was like, "Good night." Like 90s country singer? Like, yeah, I know who she is. I would recognize her songs because she was very popular.
Every man of mine let her be proud. I don't know.
Was that Trisha Yearwood? I don't know. I can't think of any of them.
I know
top
she
of my
was
head.
a singer. But
Yeah, I did love her back in there. Are you looking up?
Yeah.
Figure out what her best songs are. Anyway, she goes, "But you know who she is?" I was like, "Yeah, of course. Like, I'm from Oklahoma. Of course, I've heard her name." I said, "But I can't picture what she looks like." She goes, "Let me pull up a picture." So she pulls up a picture and she's going through several of them. She goes, "Here, this picture of her right now." And this is how she looks right now. Now, how my wife knows what Trisha Yearwood looks like right now, I don't understand because she does not listen to country music. she listens to Christian, and we listen to like 90s pop and R&B stuff, but that's about it. And she goes, the receptionist looked just like Trisha Yearwood. And I was like, that's pretty wild. But, and no disrespect to Trisha Yearwood, I think she's great. She's a very beautiful woman, but she looks like she's not like Cody is a very unique looking guy. Like, I don't think too many guys look like Cody.
Agree.
Would you agree?
Yeah.
I, on the other hand, have a very generic face. I'm mistaken for people regularly. I'll go and introduce myself to somebody, and they're like, "Don't I know you?" And I'll be like, "No, I have a very, very plain
I
face."
get that too myself.
Rachel?
Okay, yeah, yes. Only when my hair is.
That's one of my favorite stories. I don't know. That's like a core memory of mine.
Well,
Somebody
that's
mistaking you
what
for
it
a
is.
woman in Walmart.
That's true. So she says to the receptionist, "You look just like Trisha Yearwood, just like her." And the lady says, she just perks up, and she goes, "Really? I've never heard that before." She goes, "Yeah, I mean, just it's uncanny how much you look like Trisha Yearwood." And she goes, "Wow, that's really great." She goes, "Man, my husband loves Trisha Yearwood. She listens to him, or he listens to her all the time." And my wife goes, "Okay." As though, and then she said, like, there was this like unspoken thing between them where she wasn't sure if neither one of them were sure if the husband liked the wife
because
she looked like Trisha Yearwood, and like maybe all the years of him saying, "I love you so much, you're a wonderful person, I love being with you," was really like a cover for him being like, "I married Trisha Yearwood, her lookalike." And Valerie, she left the conversation feeling very bad, like
I've brought someone to a realization that
they
may
didn't have-
destroy their
that may have
marriage.
destroyed their marriage.
Did the
yeah.
lady happen to show Valerie a picture of her husband? Because if it was Garth Brooks, then she was talking to Trisha Yearwood.
I know.
She wasn't.
I don't know Trisha
Yeah.
Yearwood's hobbies, and maybe she likes to receptionist.
I don't think she does.
Okay.
But she does live around here. She lives up in the Owasso area, right?
Yeah, her and Garth Brooks are married.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or they were. I don't know if they
I
still
don't know if they are anymore. But
yeah,
they are.
I don't know.
Okay.
I know they were.
Anyway, that's not the point. The point of the story is Valerie left the conversation.
Not sure if she had psychologically damaged this woman's marriage in a way that would be irrecoverable.
Well, maybe she could comfort herself in knowing that maybe it was Trisha Yearwood.
It wasn't Trisha Yearwood.
Maybe it was.
It wasn't. It wasn't. It wasn't. It was unequivocally, it was not. And here's the real problem. We have a thing. I have a thing very core in my heart. Like, whenever I think of something good about somebody, I'm going to tell it to them. Because one time I was at a McDonald's and I saw this Amish fellow, and he had the most magnificent beard I've ever seen. And I was in awe of it, but I didn't say anything. And we got in the car and we left. And Valerie was like, I said to her, "That guy had the best beard I've ever seen." And she goes, "Why didn't you tell him?" And I was like, "Why didn't I tell him?" And I was like, "Well, of course, anytime you think of something encouraging, you should tell somebody." But she did that, and it may have destroyed a marriage. So that kind of gives me pause.
No, I don't think you can compliment somebody's beard to the point that it would destroy a marriage. But...
Well, I didn't think you could say that someone looks like a celebrity and it would destroy their marriage, but
you don't know that it destroyed their marriage.
She's probably going to go back to that place, and I hope she has a follow-up conversation, and I hope I can report to you guys on what
that's what I want to hear that. All right, I was going to mention this at some point, but I feel like this is a good segue into it. So we're off the schedule right now. So
I don't think we can do that.
Okay,
you made the schedule.
I know that means I can break it.
So what supervisor.
My wife has this thing that's called a cultural translator, right? Mm-hmm. And so she gets an email like monthly or weekly or whatever, and it's like, here's what all the kids are saying, right? And it's like, just to give you an idea of the lingo that the youngsters are speaking. And so the latest one that she got was Choppelganger. Do you know what a Choppelganger is?
I know what a doppelganger is.
Yes.
And I know what being chopped is.
Okay, so put it together. What is a Choppelganger?
So I think it's somebody who looks like you, but they're ugly.
It is your less attractive doppelganger. It's a Choppelganger.
Oh my gosh.
And
Oh
so
my gosh. Oh my God.
that's a Choppelganger. And so
That is the worst.
I know.
My kids are going to be saying that.
I know.
JC is full on slang now, and her favorite thing is just to casually say slay to something stupid that it really hurts.
Right now, our entire listening audience consists of our wives and kids. So our kids are definitely all going to be saying Choppelganger.
Choppelgangers, yeah.
But that reminded me that's a Choppelganger situation.
Maybe. No.
Well,
I think it's just a true doppelganger.
A doppelganger.
Like, she wasn't on a lesser of her. Otherwise, why would the husband be with her?
Because he couldn't be with Trisha Yearwood.
But got someone who looked
just like
bang on. Yeah.
I think when you made, and you'll put this on the video, I'm sure, but you made an AI screenshot of the three of us for this podcast. And I looked at it and Cody, I was like, man, that looks like Cody. And Adam was like, that looks like Adam. But I looked at mine, I was like, I am the Choppelganger of that guy, 100%. Because that is...
This guy is so...
That guy is... Yes. Hey, and I'm glad we're doing video all the way through, because I would hate for us to start audio and then go to video, and then people just have that image and they'd be like, oh, that's
what he looks like.
You know what would be awesome is if instead of Elliot's face, we use Dominic's face.
That would be funny. Got Cody, Adam, Captain America.
If I was Dominic's Choppelganger, that would make me happy.
Oh, man.
That would make me happy. If somebody was actually like, you're close enough that I would say you kind of look like Dominic.
Okay. For our audience, Dominic is my son, and he's
one of the most handsome.
He's one of the most gorgeous men on the planet.
As three straight men, we can we could be honest about it. Like that's
true.
It's crazy.
It's a huge boon for my family's gene pool to have him here. It's fantastic, and he looks like Superman. It's like if you're in a crowd and they're like, which one's Dominic? And I'm like, he's the guy who looks like Superman, and you instantly find him.
Oh, there he is. Yeah.
So,
well, I didn't think. I thought you looked fine. I thought that it made me look like Kirk Cameron. And I was like, what's Kirk Cameron doing on that? Because there's no way.
It's, I don't know where you got that picture, but that's me in my full work guard regalia. Like, those are the clothes that I wear to go to work in.
Yeah.
That hat, everything.
Well, I think the picture I gave it was you in a hat.
Yeah.
So I think that was it. In fact, maybe you a hat with maybe you were holding a cup of coffee. I don't know.
Yeah. So I wear the same clothes to work every day.
I thought it was the Dusty Slay version of you.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah.
All right.
Ding.
Ding.
Oh.
I don't like this topic, though. I don't like the title of it. Go ahead.
The slang word thing.
Yeah.
Jessica and I are watching through West Wing.
Okay.
I don't know if you guys have ever watched it. It is phenomenal. It's such a good cast. Yeah. One of the characters is Charlie Kirk, and he's talking to Mrs. Landingham, who's the
character's name is Charlie Kirk?
No, it's not Charlie Kirk. It's Charlie Whitmore. Sorry.
That would have been wicked uncanny.
Yeah, my brain. His name is Charlie. He's talking to Mrs. Landingham, who's the president's secretary, and she's older. And one of the cast members has satin paint, and she doesn't have any pants on. She's got a long sports jacket, so it looks like a dress, but she sat in paint, so she doesn't have any pants on, and she's doing an interview on live TV, but the table is covering everything. And Mrs. Landingham is like, what's going on with CJ? And he's like, I don't know. And she goes, there's something wrong with her. Is she not wearing pants? And he goes, yes, Mrs. Landingham, she sat in paint. She goes, that seems a little inappropriate. And he was like, well, she's not going smokeless, Mrs. Landingham.
Smokeless?
Smokeless.
Okay.
Apparently, in the early 2000s, the word smokeless was another term for going commando.
I've never heard that.
I've never
I
heard that
lived
either.
in the
I couldn't find
2000s.
the origin of it. I searched, but it was in the Urban Dictionary. So if someone is
Wow.
not wearing underwear, they're going smokeless.
Wow.
If anybody knows where that came from, comment and let us know, because
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think these slang words that the young people are coming up with are really clever.
Yeah.
Like Choppelganger is one of the most creative things I've ever heard, I think.
Yeah.
Chopped in and of itself is a pretty fascinating slang word too.
Yeah.
Slay, like my girl's been saying slay. And I was like, it's really not a bad word. And she was like, I was like, because I get the meaning. Because, like you're killing it,
Yeah.
slay it, you kill it. She was like, is that what it means? And I was like,
Yeah, it's a synonym.
Yeah. And she's like, oh. But they make sense.
Did it make her sad that you figured out what the origin, the etymology
I
of the
think
word
she-
is?
yeah.
saying it
And
wrong.
and she's like, no, I'm not going to say that.
I think she'd prefer that they just don't make sense.
They just not know the meaning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But,
Yeah.
You
It's kind of like anathema. Nobody knows what it means.
Some people know what it means.
It's just a word.
I wrote a poem in college where I used the word anathema.
Slay.
Thank you. Bing.
And we'll put the poem in the in the show notes somewhere.
I don't know if I can find it. It was actually pretty good.
But
That's a pretty good poem.
Anathema, anathema. Oh, my anathema.
Roses are anathema. No.
It's burned into my brain because in poetry class, you have to read your poem in the round table. Now, we had a small class that semester. There was only four of us in the class and the professor. And I'm reading my poem and I get to the word anathema and I pronounce it because I'd never seen it before. But I saw that it rhymed with America and I was writing a sonnet, I think. And so I needed something that would rhyme with America. And so I found anathema and it fit with the context of the poem. But I pronounced it anathema in front of this Oxford professor of poetry. And he just put his hand out and he goes, it's anathema. And I was like, thank you. Moving on.
Also,
He took a poetry class with an Oxford professor.
also,
Amazing.
it doesn't rhyme with America.
It does rhyme with America. Anathema, America, then rhyme. Yeah. It's a slight rhyme, but still rhyme.
A slant rhyme. Okay.
Okay.
Eminem could probably get it to rhyme.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
No, it does. What is the definition of a rhyme? It's got to be like, look, cook, those rhyme. Lou, do. Yeah, it rhymes. It has the same vowel sound at the end. America, anathema, and then it has a different consonant sound before that. So that's the definition of a true rhyme. It's a true rhyme. It's not
Okay.
a slang rhyme.
All right.
Trust me.
You took a class with an Oxford professor on rhyming
It may have been
poetry.
Cambridge. I don't know. He was a professor at Columbia in as well. Like he's a big deal. Published his name's Alfred Korn. Really great poet.
Benedict Cumberbatch. Oxford University. And what was the alternative way to say it again?
You mean the wrong one?
Yeah, say it again.
Anathema.
And
I prefer the alternative.
I kind of did too.
It's kind of like aluminium.
Yeah.
It's just an alternative.
Yeah. Maybe the British do say it that way.
Yeah. Maybe he didn't
Anathema.
know.
Maybe he didn't. Can't know everything.
That's right.
He knew
We
it all.
will double check that. Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah.
All right, Cody. You tell us your story.
I don't have a story.
Yeah.
Oh, you don't? You're going to talk
Yeah.
about you and Adam.
Oh, I thought we were doing the cars.
Oh, I
He
did
pivoted.
something different.
Oh,
Do it all.
okay. All right.
Again, I don't like the title of this.
Yeah. So the title of this, it's really a question. And the question is, why did Adam and I date?
It's not.
I was
don't know
in
the
high
story, and I'm
school.
so
I don't
excited.
like this.
I
We
was in
talked
high
about this
school.
Thursday night.
You guys have this long
He was
history.
graduated.
You guys went to high school I don't know. You guys have
No.
known each other for
No, we didn't go to high school
Was
together.
4 years between us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he was
Oh,
already
no.
graduated at this point. So,
Okay.
And to be clear,
I've
audience,
just stumbled onto this bromance. And
yes,
just
a
kinda
bromance
sort of-
is a
yeah.
better version of it.
That's not.
It's not. It's not even a bromance.
bad. Like, it's
and
back when guys could be friends and there was no homosexual overtones to it.
that's right. And one guy could be significantly older than the other one, and
4
it'd be
years
okay.
significantly older.
Just,
Oh, gosh.
think about how much more life you've seen with those 4 years.
I am going to give you.
It is just.
The next talking point I have is going to be bringing Cody down a few times. Go ahead.
Good
Keep
luck. His self-esteem is a weight. But you
Yeah,
can't even bring him down, I don't think.
Yeah, if the Lord is for me, who could be against me?
I can try.
He just keeps having these stories like going to Florida and get all his discounts and all
So,
that stuff. And it's
yeah,
like he's just
I know.
like,
Yeah. I think the confidence comes. Adam may have ruined me because he used to just pay for everything.
Okay. To be clear,
So
here's what would happen.
He made this.
No.
Okay.
No. Here's what would happen.
Wait, they need to know.
No.
Yeah, I want to hear his version.
Here's what would
Hear your
happen.
version.
We'd be hanging out at church, okay? Because I was a youth worker and he was one of the older youth, and we hung out. And he'd be like, "Hey, let's go get some Sonic." And I'd be like, "Okay." And he's like, "I'll drive." Okay. So I'm hopping in his truck. We go down to Sonic. It's a few miles away. We get there. He orders a bunch of food. I get like a drink. And he goes, "Oh, I forgot my wallet." Over and over and over. So I was just a sucker.
At least I was consistent.
Yeah.
And I will tell you that every other person in my life heard that exact same story.
And told that exact same story.
And yes,
Everybody told that story about you.
always forgot my wallet.
It's time to come clean. Did you really forget?
Yes,
he did.
I would show up to places
or did you
he
reach for
loved
your
it.
wallet and go, if I leave it, I'll get free food?
Like he
No.
was driving with no license.
I was not manipulative like that.
He said slyly.
He said slyly.
Oh my gosh.
Anyways, Adam and I used to hang out, and a lot. It was a significant part of our lives, and we would go get coffee and go walk down by the river and sit on park benches, discuss our lives.
I'm going to edit this whole part out of the podcast.
We saw a gigantic shooting star one
No,
time.
I don't think it was. I think it was like something
It was
breaking up.
so
in orbit.
romantic.
It,
It was actually a Russian satellite crashing back to Earth.
it probably really was. Like we saw it over Turkey. It was something. It broke up. It was burning up in the atmosphere. It was wild, and it lasted for so long.
And through it all,
Sounds
we never
very
stopped
special.
holding hands. We saw the moon set one time. Do you remember that? We sat there and watched the moon just set over Turkey Mountain.
No, you're such a jerk.
Turkey Mountain, a place.
Of infamy in Tulsa back
Yeah.
in the day.
Yes, it was. But the point was not to be weird about me and Adam dating.
Well, too late.
Yeah.
But really, the question is like, what were we doing? Like, why? There was 4 years between us. And it wasn't just like you were taking pity on this poor kid that didn't know what anathema meant. Right? And it wasn't like I was just taking, like, you weren't just my sugar daddy who was paying for my Sonic all the time.
No, we were friends.
Yeah. And how? Why did that happen? Was it me? Were you like as a junior or
You're
a
asking
sophomore?
why you guys were friends.
As a sophomore in high school, was I that awesome to hang out with that a college student was like, this is one of my friends? Or did I latch on to you and you were fine with it? Or was it both? That's the thing, is I don't know. Because I had the same relationship with Derek. He's 5 years older than me, and we just legit became friends. And I don't know that he was on purpose, like, ooh, I'm going to take this kid under my wing and disciple him. I don't know. So that was the point of it, is what was that? What was the Lord doing? What were we doing? Like, why did that take place?
Knowing Cody the way I do, I think he just inserts himself into people's lives sometimes. That's a big part.
And I can get on board with that, because I will, if you make eye contact with me,
Yeah.
I'm coming over to talk to you.
Yeah.
And
He does.
Mhm.
That's why we're friends. You were like, I'm taking that guy.
I think
And he grabbed me.
that's really what it comes down to. Like, the question is, because I've thought about this before too. How do two people become friends?
Hmm?
It's a really a weird thing.
Yeah.
But like when you and I met,
Mhm.
I remember leaving and I said to Valerie, I was like, he is a kindred spirit. We're going to be friends. And
I didn't tell my wife that, but I thought the exact same thing.
Mhm.
Like, we were talking at the front of the church, and for 5 minutes,
Mhm.
and I left away. I was just like, that guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Same with you.
how long did it take for you guys to start holding hands during church?
We don't.
We don't even sit next to each other
No.
in church.
Oh, so you're denying it.
You guys have that special relationship.
No,
Yes,
we don't.
we do.
No, we don't. Oh my gosh. Editing so much out.
This podcast
Just
can
to be
5
clear,
minutes
as
long.
far as I
Yeah.
know, just to be clear, as far as I know, Adam and I have never held hands. Unless maybe
I like that caveat, as far as I know.
Sure, in a prayer we have.
That's what I was gonna say. Unless I tricked him into praying with me
Yeah.
at the park
Cody,
bench.
I feel like
I'm suddenly regretting doing a podcast with you.
I knew this was coming the whole time. I was like, I know what I signed up for. Gonna be
Oh, man.
ridiculous.
It was good though. I mean, we had deep conversations. I believe we ministered to each other.
Yeah. Well, like friends do.
I remember there were times that you admonished me, and I can remember times as a younger man admonishing you.
Yeah.
It was fruitful, and it was important. And I would love to be able to see how important or vital that time was for us on like a grander scale. I don't know. I mean, did it create the foundation that allowed me to call you out of the blue? Maybe.
Yeah.
And friendships, like to your point, they're hard, they're weird, they're kind of like nebulous, and how do they form and what? And there's a lot of people who don't have really close friends. Yeah, I've talked to some people recently who, um, geographically are pretty distant, and they're longing for male friendships.
Yeah.
Like this kind of stuff that we have, and other people are, man, they long for that kind of stuff. It's pretty awesome to have friends that you can talk to and have a kindred spirit with, and
Yeah. It's nice when it's easy.
Yeah.
But when it's not, like, I don't know if you guys have read How to Win Friends and Influence People by Dale Carnegie. It's a phenomenal book. Everybody should read
I
it.
feel like I don't have to, because you quote it every 5 minutes, and I get all the benefits of it.
I'm pretty sure I've read it.
You should 100%. Everybody should read it. I'm going to make my kids read it. Okay. But essentially, one of the things that he talks about is, I don't think that he actually comes right out and says it, but as a result of reading that and then my own thinking about friendships and stuff, it only takes one person to make friends. Like, if I decided I was going to be Cody's friend, as long as he wasn't a really terrible person, we would probably have some sort of friendship. It really just takes one person. And so that I would say that as an encouragement to anybody who is listening and they do feel lonely and don't feel like they have friends. Pick somebody. Just pick somebody and be like, I'm going to be friends with them. It's the same way that we disciple people sometimes. Sometimes we just see somebody and we're like, I need to spend time with that person.
Yeah.
So I can pour into them spiritually. Well, you can just do that and be a friend. And yeah, it'll end up being spiritual too, as long as you're both Christians. But yeah, it just takes one person. So I don't know which one of us did it. I don't know which one of us instigated it.
Yeah.
There's probably a little bit of, I mean, not to be like taking you down, but there probably was a little bit of, okay, he's a kid, he needs some help at first.
Yeah, for sure.
But then we became friends, and then you were like my little brother, and it was great. So
I don't know as far as you. we've never dated. Maybe we went on one date, and I asked you to be more, and you said
That's true.
yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
We went to dinner. Yeah.
Really, the start of our friendship was down in the youth room, and I would just walk up to you and quote movie lines, and you would have to figure out what movie it was.
Yes. See,
And
he initiated. That's why I'm pretty sure he initiated, because he did the same with me. And yeah, you were in my phone as movie quote guy for a long time, because you would just come up and just spout off some random thing that you're like, oh, I know what that is, but yeah, and I don't know, I probably batted 20%. I don't know, not very
yeah, you
great.
got them every once in a while.
Every once in a
It
while,
was
he has some hard ones.
it,
He
it
just
was
pulls out the most obscure stuff.
it was enough that
But we didn't become friends until you came over to my house and then fixed my sewer or my septic tank.
that's right.
That's the
Yeah.
story I've heard.
Yeah,
Oh.
that was my
That was
my
it for
septic.
you?
Yeah, that was it for me.
Yeah.
Like, you waited in our septic tank,
I did.
and I was like, this guy.
Yeah.
We just had to talk.
Yeah.
Some of
You
us-
had to do something
some of us
for
in
me.
the smarter.
You had to wait in septic for me to let you in. Him, I was just like, that guy. All right.
Yeah. Yeah. I think I remember when I think there was a time when you like invited them over for dinner, and you would invite us over a couple of times, and you told me that you were having them over for dinner, and I was like, what? Eventually I realized that that's kind of one of y'all's role, is you reach out to people and bring them over to the house, cook them dinner, make them feel welcomed, invite them to be a podcast.
He's got 5
Yeah,
of them.
I've got
Yeah.
5
Yeah.
of you. Yeah.
That's good.
So yeah.
Ding.
Ding.
Okay, moving on. All right, this is our segment of things we like, which I'm excited about. So this is just our chance to talk about the things we like. So
So we're not going to call it the unofficial sponsor?
I don't think so. I'm not. You can.
Okay. I think I'm going to. I like that.
You can.
Okay.
I'm just going to call it things I like.
Okay.
So, all right, things I like. This is a Kindle Scribe. This thing is awesome. Electronic notebook taker. Just take notes, quiet time, journal, work stuff, all of it in one place. I used to have like 5 or 6 notebooks, and I've got one, and it writes like a dream. It's so easy. I love it. Kindle Scribe. I recommend it for anyone who takes notes or any kind of organizational thing. This is fantastic. If you've ever had a notebook, you need a Kindle Scribe, in my opinion.
Does it have a long battery life?
Yes. I got it at Christmas. I've charged it. I charged it the day I got it because it was at 40%.
Yeah.
I've charged it once since Christmas, and it is late January.
Wow.
Like, as long as you
It's the
just
last day
turn
of
it off.
January, yeah.
Yeah, as long as you turn this off after, don't leave it running all the time. But yeah, months it lasts. It's fantastic. Love it. I recommend it.
Can you print out what you've written?
Yes, it all connects to the cloud,
Okay.
right? So you can you can send it to a cloud, so then you can print. It's got a feature, so you've got all your handwritten notes, but you can also hit a button because it's got AI, and AI will read it and then turn it into like text, like typed text, and then print it out if you want that. So fantastic. I love it. There's a lot of people who are very artistic, and they have like I think this was done on the Scribe, because you can have that
Wow.
level of like shading and all that stuff. I can't do that. Yes, I did that.
You could do that.
That's me. I did that.
I believe in you.
Yeah. Thank you.
You have talent.
So, things I like, Kindle Scribe.
Yeah.
I highly recommend.
Cool.
Anyone. All right. Ding. All right. I wanted to ask you guys about classic movies. Have you guys seen any like classic movies recently that you were like, oh, I haven't seen this forever. This is a classic movie. And then how did it hold up?
I just finished one last night.
Okay, I want to hear it.
One of the best 80s science fiction movies. And I see what yours is.
Yeah.
And that's one of my favorites.
I've got one. We watched this and like introduced the kids to it. And it was
Flight of the Navigator is the like
Beach
this-
Boys.
so that's mine. So we watched Flight of the Navigator
It's
recently.
the silver
Yeah.
ship
Yeah.
Yeah.
and the alien. It's like
You know who it is? It's Pee Wee Herman.
Pee Wee Herman.
Is it really?
Yeah,
It
I
is?
was getting ready to say it sounds
I didn't know that.
like.
And so, well, there's also the thing. I'm watching the credits, and it's like the voice of Mac is Paul Rubens, and I'm like, Paul Rubens? I look it up, and I'm like, Pee Wee Herman's in this, and it's crazy because when you first are introduced to him, he's very robotic, and it's just like, I am an alien, and I was traveling, and I'm like, why would they waste? Was Pee Wee Herman trying to get serious or something for a serious role in this '80s movie? And then, like halfway through the movie, we're gonna spoil this movie, so.
I think you can spoil movies that are made in the 80s.
Yeah, I think that's fair. So halfway through the movie, he's got to download information from the 10-year-old kid's head. And so he accidentally gets the mind of a 10-year-old boy. And then it's like he becomes Pee Wee Herman. And it's like, what do Pee Wee Herman? You did good. What's the Pee Wee Herman laugh?
I'll see. This is,
Come on.
Okay, so this is a thing in my life.
Okay.
When people ask me to perform and to do something,
You joke.
I can't. It's a
Cody,
struggle.
Don't do the Pee Wee
It's a struggle. It needs to be more spur of the moment.
Okay, at some point, spur of the moment, give us a Pee Wee Herman laugh.
I think I can do it on command.
Do it.
Yeah.
That was very good.
Yeah. I don't know. My wife is probably dying laughing.
Yeah.
She's like, you're such an idiot.
I would not have, like, if I was just listening to that sound, I would not.
It's not
Yeah.
It's close.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's pretty good.
So
But
did it hold up?
I did. The different parts made me laugh at this point. Like I was like one of the plot points is he accidentally gets transported through time, and so it's like he's 8 years later, and he hasn't aged at all.
Okay.
And they explain it in the movie and everything. But he has to go find his parents, and his parents are like these haggard, old, like hippies, and like he
It's only been 8
recoils in horror at them. And I'm like, they look like they're in their late 30s. Like, why are you recoiling in horror at these? Oh my gosh, they're almost 40-year-olds. I was like, I took offense to that a little bit.
Yeah.
And then maybe it's just me becoming an adult. It's like the bad guys of the movie are NASA, who's trying to chase down the alien, and I'm like, they're trying to
That tracks with me.
yeah, they're trying to learn about like the future, and like they found this kid who's got alien information like in his brain, and he doesn't know what happens, and they don't know what happened. They're like, we need to figure it out. It might, we're going to take him to our science center for like 48 hours, and it's like, oh, it's going to take longer than 48 hours until he runs away. I'm like, this is crazy. Like, that's not, that's not like. What NASA's doing is reasonable. Like they found an alien spacecraft, and a kid who is talking to the spacecraft and like, let's talk. Like, and then my favorite part about it is when they take him to the NASA place, they give him all the toys and all the things that are popular. He's got like a Nintendo, and he's got all this stuff. And I'm like, as a kid, I remember thinking, lucky. A lucky kid. Like he's got all this stuff, and he's like, I just want to be with my family. And I was like, what are you talking about? Yeah.
If that was my oldest son, and they were like, okay, we need you to hang out and talk about aliens.
Yeah.
Also, you can play all the video games and watch as much YouTube as you want. He'd be like, bet. You got some chicken fingers?
Yeah, exactly. He's got a robot that comes in a room that just delivers food. He's got his own bed and just hanging out, watching. He got MTV. He's like, what's MTV? I didn't know what that was. Because it wasn't there when he left. And I'm just like, man, this kid is like living the dream, and he's complaining that he can't be away from his family for 48 hours. And technically for him, it's only been like 5 minutes. Like his parents hadn't seen him in 8 years, but for him, it's like literally been, I saw mom and dad 5 minutes ago. So that part I was just like, that's ridiculous. But I thoroughly enjoyed the movie. The kids enjoyed the movie, so I recommend it. What was yours?
The Last Starfighter.
Oh, that's a good one.
It is an excellent. Have you seen it?
I don't think I've ever seen it.
Oh my gosh, it is so good. It lived
now
up.
I want to watch it.
It lived up to it. Like I grew up watching it. And okay, the premise of the movie, and I'm going to run it for you a little bit.
Maybe I've seen it. I just don't know the name of it.
It's super predictable too, so it's not like I'm spoiling. Like if you watch it for 5 minutes,
this is the one where he's like playing a video game. Like
he's in a trailer park in the middle, somewhere in dusty California, and his big thing is he plays this arcade game as an escape. And it says at the beginning, congratulations, Starfighter. You've been recruited to fight the Kodan Armada, defend the frontier. Or I'm butchering it, but that's basically what he says. And so he plays the game, and one night, very early in the movie, he's about to beat the game. and everybody from the trailer park comes out. Granny and Otis and Mrs. Boone and his girlfriend Mags, who's super excited that he's going to play this video game. Everybody's so excited that he's playing a video game. That, if you can believe it, was the most unrealistic part of it. So he's about to beat it, and everybody's cheering him on. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And he beats it. He beats the game. And then that signals to the alien, hey, this kid is really special. You need to get him to go be in an actual spaceship and fight the real Kodan Armada because they're about to break through the frontier. And
this was their recruiting strategy.
This
Put
was
video games on Earth
Yes.
to find the best.
Okay.
So the reason it was so appealing, I'm sure, looking back, was because it taught me if I'll play video games,
I make it recruit.
eventually an alien is going to find me and they're going to want me.
That'll be my superpower.
Or
video games.
I play Command and Conquer so much and get so good at it that the Joint Chiefs call me up and they're like,
We need you to.
we need somebody who can actually strategize. Why don't you come work for us? Okay. But yeah, it just kind of gives hope to every nerdy video game, which is why it resonated with me. I'm sure. And it's just a fun story. It's super fun.
It's remembering it. It was good.
It's so B-rated though, and
Yeah.
it's got a cult following to it. It's one of those types of movies. But of those movies, like for the 80s, it was really good. It was really good. I had Natalie watch it with me. She watched about half of it, and then we had to turn it off, and I finished it last night. But man,
So
well worth watching.
2 movies to recommend: Flight of the Navigator and The Last Starfighter.
Yeah, definitely
one.
stood up to.
I agree. Do you have anything you've seen recently? Classic movie that we could say.
He-Man, Masters of the Universe.
The Dolph Lundgren.
Yeah.
Okay. I've actually never seen that one.
I've never seen it either.
And I never watched He-Man as a kid.
I always did.
It
I never did. They're making a new one.
it was phenomenal.
Was it?
Yeah. It was so good. I remember that was like anytime it was on, we would rent it. It was like the first like real like a cartoon turned into a movie. And
That was commercially successful.
yeah.
Well, I mean, you had Superman.
Okay, sorry, not the first one. It was the first one that like I
Resonated with you.
So first cartoon that you
Saw,
watched that they turned
yeah.
into a movie. Yeah.
yeah.
You know what He-Man's real name is, right?
I do not.
You don't know?
No,
You don't
didn't
know?
watch the show. I don't know.
You don't know?
Mm-mm.
Prince Adam.
Prince Adam. Yes. Yeah. Courtney Cox was actually in that movie.
No, she wasn't.
Yes, she was. He-Man, Masters of the Universe.
What does she play?
She's the
Check this out now.
yep. She
Damsel in Distress #4 or something?
no, she's a pivotal character.
Because it was back in the day.
It's
She had to
her.
be really young.
Yeah, it's her and her boyfriend, and her boyfriend went on to have a good career also. And yeah, she's in it.
That's one of the funnest things about watching these older movies. Like I watched Beyond 60 Seconds the other day.
Yeah.
And did you know that I can't remember the guy's name, I'm embarrassed, but the Hispanic fellow that was in Ant-Man who played opposite of Paul
Michael
Rudd.
Pena.
Michael Pena, yeah. Great actor. Do you know he's in Gone in 60 Seconds?
No.
He has a bit part in the end whenever they're trying to get the dog to poop the keys out.
Oh yeah.
And he's the Hispanic guy that gives them some trouble. And he's like, oh, the one
Yeah,
line
his
I
role
remember-
is like Cholo #4.
yeah,
or
exactly.
something. Yeah.
But his line is, oh, who gets his jollies by playing with dog poop?
I
man?"
remember that line. I
Yeah.
didn't know that was Michael Pena.
Yeah, Michael Pena. Yeah.
That's cool.
So Shooter was my kind of introduction to Michael Pena and
Yeah.
really liking him in that.
Sure.
Shooter.
Yeah.
Oh,
Mark
yeah,
Wahlberg.
yeah.
Yeah.
So He-Man stood up. You would.
Oh yeah, I would recommend that for people to watch.
When was the last time you watched it?
10 years probably.
Okay.
I don't know that I have any recent.
Okay. Nothing recent.
And also, what are we defining as classic movie?
That's up for you to define.
I think anything at this point,
Yeah.
90s and earlier.
Yeah. I think
Gone in 60
anything,
Seconds would be technically a classic
Sure.
at this point.
Yeah, you think so?
Yeah.
I think so. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That whole era.
I
it was that-
intentionally put classic just to say something. You have to define it. Like you would say this is a classic movie, which actually we've recently watched another movie. We watched Shawshank Redemption,
Oh man,
which I mean it's a hard movie.
One of-
Like I don't necessarily recommend it for all ages.
it's an amazing movie.
but it's a great movie. Yeah.
I guess we're gonna wrap up the show. And peace out, Bean Sprout. That's not good.
Don't.
Yeah,
We're not
that's
saying
not.
that.
All right. We're done.
Bye. Ding.